Hello student. So today we are going to start our next chapter, that is write down the chapter name pair of linear equation in two variables. So write down the chapter name pair of linear equation in two variables. Okay, pair of linear equation in two variables. So before going to start the chapter, first we are going to discuss the definition of pair of linear equation. Okay, definition of pair of linear equation. Now let's see, this is the definition of linear equation. Okay, so what is the definition of linear equation? That an equation of the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c all are real numbers and a cannot be equal to 0 and b cannot be equal to 0 is known as your linear equation in two variables x and y. Okay, and its graph is always a straight line. Now see, suppose let me take one example. Suppose 5x plus suppose 5x plus 6y plus suppose 3 equal to 0. It is in a form of linear equation. Yes, it is in a form of linear equation. Now say where x and y are known as variables. X and y are known as variables. 5 and 6 are known as your coefficient. 5 and 6 are known as your coefficient. Okay, and 3 is your constant. Now see, in linear equation, to become a linear equation, this a, that means this coefficient cannot be equal to 0. Suppose one coefficient is 0, then it will not be a linear equation. The form is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Suppose when when a will be 0, then this term will be finished. Yes or no? Then it will be by plus c equal to 0. So it will be not a linear equation. For linear equation, the condition is this will be the first condition. The form should be this one: ax plus by plus c equal to 0. It can be negative. The sign doesn't matter. It can be positive or negative, but the form would be this one. This should be one also linear equation: 5x minus 3y minus 2 equal to 0. This will be also linear equation. Why? Because we can write 5x plus within bracket we can write minus 3y, and within bracket we can write minus 2 equal to 0. So this that means the sign doesn't matter. The matter is it will be in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Yes or no? So and the second condition is this coefficient, these two coefficients cannot be equal to 0. Why? Because if these two coefficients are 0, then this term will be yes or no, term will be finished. Then it will not be a linear equation pair of in two variables. See this one, pair of linear equation in two variables. So there must be two variables x and y. And if there is three variables, this is not not a linear equation in two variables. Here the in the chapter itself it says that linear equation in two variables. That means two variables must be present in the equation. Variable means this one x, y. These are the variable. That means variable means what? Variable. But varies. That means here your values can be changed. These are variable, and this is a coefficient that means the number which are along with the variable is known as the coefficient. So ax plus by plus c equal to 0. This is the form of a pair of linear equation where a and b are your coefficient and c is the constant and x and y are your variable. Now see, 5x plus 6y plus 3. Here 3 is the constant. 5 and c are your coefficient. 5 is the coefficient of x, 6 is the coefficient of y, and 3 is the constant. Yes or no? So these things, you have to know these things. Okay. Now see, again all of you see the page number 39 in your NCERT book. See the page number 39. The definition also given in your book. Okay. Okay, now see next. I don't know next topic. Next topic. a system of simultaneous linear equation. Now, what do you mean by simultaneous linear equation? What do you mean by simultaneous linear equation? Now say, what do you mean by simultaneous linear equation? Write down. Write down system of simultaneous linear equation. System of simultaneous linear equation. So what do you mean by system of simultaneous linear equation? Now all of you see the definition of system of when two linear equations are said to be system of linear equations. See the definition. That means a pair of linear equation in two variable. That means a1x plus b1y equal to c1 and a2x plus b2y equal to c2 is said to form a system of simultaneous linear equations where a1, b1, a2, b2, c1 and c2 are all real numbers, and a1 square plus b1 square does not equal to 0, and a2 square plus b2 square does not equal to 0. Okay, a2 square plus b2 square does not equal to 0. What do you mean by this definition? Let me suppose, let me take two examples. Suppose 5x plus suppose 6y equal to 0. This is one equation. Then your suppose 7x plus 8y, this is equal to, this is another equation, not 0. Suppose suppose here, suppose it will be not 0. Suppose your 7 or suppose 8. So this is in the form of ax plus by plus equal to c, and let me a1x plus b1y equal to c1, a2x plus b2y equal to c2. Yes, so these two linear equations are said to be system of simultaneous linear. Simultaneous means what? Similar, yes, no, similar linear equation. And the second condition is here, the coefficient of x and y. That means the square of the summation of the coefficient of x and y cannot be 0. Now see, here 5 square plus 6 square will not be equal to 0. Here also 7 square plus 8 square, that means the coefficient of x and y not be equal to 0. That's why the first condition is the linear equation must be in this form. Second condition is the summation of the square of the coefficient cannot be equal to 0. These two conditions if satisfied, then these two then the two equations are said to be system of linear equation. In the same way, suppose a3x plus b3y plus equal to c3 will be also one system of simultaneous linear equation. Okay, so this thing you have to know. Okay, so next thing we are going to discuss, that means suppose your graphical. Now see, we have to solve the system, that means linear pair of linear equation by two methods. One is graphical method, one is conventional method. So there will be two methods. Okay, one will be your conventional method and one will be your graphical method. So we are going to discuss these two methods. Okay, now all of you see the page number 42. All of you see the page number 42. There will be one question, example 2. All of you see the NCERT class 10 book, page number 42. See the question number, that means example 2. See the example 2. The question says that Romila went to stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils. Okay, and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for ₹9. Okay, her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers of the same kind for ₹18. Okay, so you have to represent this situation algebraically and graphically. So you have to represent this situation graphically, both algebraically and graphically. Okay, so how can you do? So first you have to see, you have to denote that, suppose cost of one pencil is rupees X and cost of one eraser is rupees Y, like this. So write down solution, write down cost of one pencil, suppose rupees X, and suppose cost of one eraser is your rupees Y. Okay, now see, first Romila went to stationery shop and purchased two pencil and two erasers. So now see, if cost of one pencil is rupees X, then cost of two pencil will be 2x. Yes or no? Cost of two pencil will be 2x. In the same way, if cost of one eraser is rupees Y, then cost of, here it is given 3 erasers, so it will be 3y. So that means, and she purchased two pencil and 3 eraser. Yes or no? She purchased two pencils and 3 erasers for what rupees? For 9 rupees. That means what? 2x, the equation will be 2x plus 3y equal to 9. Yes or no? So if you represent it algebraically, then it will be 2x plus 3y equal to 9. Yes, so this will be the first equation, 2x plus 3y equal to 9. This will be the first equation. Next, see, her friend Sonali saw a new variety of pencil and eraser with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencil and 6 erasers of the same kind for 18 rupees. Now, what will be the cost of 4 pencil? It will be 4x. What will be the cost of 6 eraser? It will be 6y. Now, 4x, the next equation will be 4x plus 6y equal to 18. Yes or no? So, the next equation will be 4x plus your 6y equal to 18. Yes. So, this will be the algebraical representation of the given situation. Yes or no? Now again you have to what, you have to represent it by graphically. Yes or no? Here it is says represent this situation algebraically and graphically, so you have to represent graphically. So how can you represent graphically? What is the method? The method is, suppose this is your equation number 1, this is your equation number 2. This is your algebraical representation. So you can write here algebraical representation. Algebraical representation. You can write algebraical representation. Now graphical representation. So how can you represent it graphically? Okay. So next will be your graphical representation. So I am doing here. Suppose. So next will be graphical representation. Yes or no? Graphical representation. Now see. From 1, you can write 2x equal to 9 minus, yes or no? Or you can write 3y equal to 9 minus, yes or no? You can do any one. So let me do like this. It will be 3y equal to 9 minus 2x, yes. So your y will be how much? 9 minus 2x by your 3, yes. And then again from equation number 2, you can write 6y equal to 18 minus 4x. So y will be 18 minus 4x by 6. So it will be your equation number 2. Yes or no? Now you have to make two tables. Okay, for graphical representation, you have to make two tables. Now see, in the first, that means in the beginning of our class, I told you that each linear equation represent one straight line. Yes or no? So this equation number 1 also represent one straight line. Equation number 2 also represent one straight line. So you have to represent these two straight line in graph. So this is the graphical representation. So you have to make table. Okay. So let me make two table. Okay, let me change the color. Suppose blue. So there will be two table. Again, you have to make one table also for this. Yes. Now see. Now see, if you write x here, and y here, so y, what is the for this equation? For the y? Y is your 9 minus 2x by 3, and here x here, and y will be your 18 minus 4x by 6. Yes or no? Now see, if you put the value of x equal to 0 in this equation, if you put the value of x equal to 0, then what is the value of y here? Then if you put x equal to 0, then it will be 0. So it will be 9 by 3. So 9 by 3 means it will be 3. Now see, if you put here x equal to suppose 4.5, suppose 4.5, then 4.5 into 2, it will be 9. So 9 minus 9, it will be 0. So 0 by 3, it will be the value of y will be 0. Yes, in the same way, if you put here suppose 0, then it will be 18 by 6, so 3. Now again, if you put here 3, x equal to 3, then it will be 3 4 the your 12. Then it will be 3 4 the 12, and that means if you subtract 12 from 18, then it will be 6 by 6, so it will be 1. The value of y will be 1 when you put x equal to 3. Now you have to plot this two table in graph. So how can you plot this two table in graph? Okay, so let me plot this two table in graph. Now see, now I am going to plot the value of x and y on the graph paper. Okay, now see, the first point is your 0 3. 0 3 means when x is 0, when x will be 0, then your y is your 3. Yes or no? So this is the point 0 3. Next point is when x is your 4.5, then y will be 0. Now when x will be 4.5, 4.5 means what? Suppose this is 4, this is 5. So the middle will be 4.5, somewhere between here. Yes or no? It will be 4.5. So again, see, if the x is 0, then your y is 3. Yes, and again, if x is 3, when x is 3, suppose this will be x is 3, then y is 1, so it will be y will be 1. Now if you join the line with a straight line, then it will be 1 what? It will be 1 1. We will get a straight line. Suppose when you join the line, you will get a straight line. Just let's okay. So we'll get a straight line. Yes or no? So this will be the required graph. Yes. That means what? That means when you plot the numbers, these two numbers, when you plot the number, that means the value of x and y in the graph, then what happens? then your that two, that means now see, this equation will represent one straight line, this equation also represent one straight line, but when you plot these two graph, plot these two, the values of x and y in the graph, then it will coincide. That means this line and this line will be coincide. Okay, so coincide line, this is your what, y, yes, this is your x, yes or no? So it will be coincide. Okay, so yes or no? So when you plot this graph, the two lines will coincide with each other. That means in the next topic we are going to study what is coincident. Coincident means what? When two the graph of two lines, the lines of two equation are coincide, then they have infinitely many solution. Infinitely many solution. Okay, when they coincide, then they have infinitely many solution. So, and there are three conditions. One is your intersection. That means when they will be intersect. When two lines, suppose when graph of two equation or lines of two equation. Okay, when two lines will intersect, then that two equation have only one solution. Okay, that means suppose this is the one equation, this is one equation, and each equation represent one straight line. When these two straight line intersect at one point, that denotes that it has only one equation. Intersect only one point, then it will denote only one equation. It has only one equation. Now suppose when two lines are not intersecting, that means when two lines are parallel, suppose like this, suppose when two lines are like this, when they will be parallel, then they cannot have any solution. Okay, because now see, when two lines have solution, when they will intersect at some point, this, yes or no? But when two lines will be parallel, then they cannot intersect each other. Yes or no? They cannot intersect each other. That's why they cannot have any solution. They do not have any solution. So next, first thing is when two lines will intersect at one point, they have only one solution. When two lines are parallel, this thing I am going to discuss in the next topic. When two lines are parallel, then they have no solution. Okay, and when two lines, this is a third condition, when two lines coincident, that means coinciding. Coincide means what? Overlapping. Suppose this is one line, and again one line is overlapping each other, overlapping the previous one. Coincide means what? When suppose this is one line, and again one line, suppose coincide means what? Overlap each other, overlap the previous one, then they have infinitely many solutions. So this is a third. When two lines are intersect at one point, then the lines denoted by the equation, the two equation which denote the lines, two equation denotes the lines, and if the two lines are intersecting at one point, then the two equation have only one solution. That means suppose these two equation, when the lines of these two equation intersect only one point, then they have only one equation, one solution. Suppose we can only, then in that situation we can only find one value of x and one value of y. Second, when suppose the line denoted by these two equations are parallel to each other like this, then these two equations cannot have any solution. Third, this condition, when the lines denoted by the linear equation coincide with each other, that overlapping, then they can have infinitely many solutions. These are the three conditions. So these things in details we are going to discuss in the next topic. Okay, so if you are asked to plot the graph, or your suppose plot the graph for graphically, or you are asked to represent graphically or algebraically, you have to do like this. Okay, so these things you have to know. Now see, next thing, what is the next thing? Next thing will be, see the exercise 3.1. See the exercise 3.1. All of you see the exercise 3.1. page number 44 of your NCERT class 10 maths book, page number 44. Page number 44. See the exercise 1. Sorry, exercise 3.1. See the question number 1. Page number 44. Question number 1. After tell his daughter 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Okay. Also 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Is not this interesting? Represent the situation algebraically and graphically. Now see, when you are asked to represent, you don't need to solve the equation. But if you are asked to find the age of suppose Aftab, or find the age of his daughter, then you have to then first solve the equation. That means you have to find the value of x and y. Okay. So, but if you are asked to represent the situation graphically, then no need to. That means no need to solve the equation. That means by the conventional method. Yes or no? Now see the first question. The first question says that after tells his daughter. So try read the question very carefully. After tells his daughter, what it says? It says that 7 years ago I was 7 times as old as you. That means 7 years from ago. That means suppose this is 2020. 7 years ago. That means in 2013. In 2013, Aftab was 7 times as old as his daughter. That means suppose her 7 years ago, her daughter age was suppose your present age is suppose that your daughter present age is your, or suppose after present is x and daughter present is y. Then after 7 years ago, what will be the age of Aftab and what will be the age of your her daughter? What will be the age? Suppose take me let me take one simple example. Suppose let me take the example of Dibjyoti, our genius student Dibjyoti. Now see, suppose Dibjyoti's age, suppose now Dibjyoti age is now suppose 15 years, at present 15 years. So what will be his age 10 years ago? What will be his age 10 years ago? It will be what? 5 years. 10 years ago, his age was 5 years. Now the present age of Dibjyoti is 15 years. So 10 years ago, his age was 5 years. How can you do? Just you subtract the age now. That means subtract the years. Present age is your 15 years. So if I asked you what was the age of Dibjyoti 10 years ago, that means just you have to subtract 10. That means 5 years. That means 5 years, 10 years ago, Dibjyoti's age was 5 years. Now the present age of Dibjyoti is what? Your 15 years. In the same way, suppose the age of Aftab, that means the present age of Aftab. So suppose let present age of Aftab, suppose x year. Suppose x years and present age of her daughter, suppose y years. So what will be the age of after 7 years ago? In the same way, just now I have told you that the suppose present age of Dibjyoti is suppose 15 years. So what is the age of Dibjyoti? What was the age of Dibjyoti when you were, what was the age of Dibjyoti 10 years ago? So it will be 15 minus 10, that means 5. In the same way, present age of after x years. So 7 years ago, his age was x minus 7, yes or no? So write down, then 7 years ago, will be F. Okay, after 7 years ago, after is was, it will be x minus 7 years. Yes, have you understood, all of you? If you have any doubt, ask me in the comment box or our WhatsApp group. So 7 years ago, then again 7 years ago, her daughter is was how much? Y minus 7 years. Yes or no? Her daughter age was Y minus 7 years. Now see the first situation, first condition. 7 years ago, I means after. 7 years ago, after was 7 times as old as you. You means here it says her his daughter. So 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. That means 7 years ago. The first situation will be 7 years ago. X minus 7 will be, the equation will be x minus 7 equal to 2 into what? 2 into your what? How many times? 7 times. So it will be 7 into. That means after 7 years ago, after age was 7 times his daughter is. It will be not her, it will be his daughter is. So the first condition will be according to first condition, after age was 7 times his daughter is. This is the first condition. Okay. So again, this is the equation, but you have to convert this equation into a linear equation. How can you convert? Just multiply this one, x minus 7, it will be 7y minus 49. Yes. Now take all the terms into the left hand side. That means x minus 7, or you can okay, x minus 7 minus 7y. Then it will be, if you take, it will be 7y to the left hand side, it will be minus 7y. Minus 7y plus 49 will be equal to 0. Yes? Yes or no? Okay, now see, it will be x minus 7y, then your, it will be how much? It will be x minus 7y, then it will be your 49 minus 7, so it will be 42, will be equal to 0. Yes, so this is your equation number 1. Okay, this is your equation number 1. So from here, this is your equation number 1. Then again, what is the second? Now see the second situation. After 3 years from now, that means from the present is in the future. Suppose usually present is 15. So what will be his age? What will be his age after 3 years? 15 plus 3, 18. In the same way, after present is x. So what will be his present? What will be his age after? What will be age after 3 years? It will be x plus 3. In the same way, after daughter age is present is y. So what will be her age after 3 years? It will be your y plus 3. Yes or no? So write down. Well, here 3 years or 5 years? Yes, 3 years. Now see, again write down. That means after 3 years, after age will be x plus 3 years. In the same way, his daughter is will be y plus 3 years. Now, what is the second condition? That after 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. That means after 3 years, after will be 3 times his daughter is. Yes or no? After will be 3 times his daughter is. So according to, so I done according to second condition, what will be the equation? That means after 3 years, after age will be 3 times age old is his daughter is. Yes. So when you now solve this, now see, now when you solve the equation, it will be like this: x plus 3 equal to 3 into y plus 3. So if you solve it, it will be x minus 3y minus 6 equal to 0. Now see, now you have to plot these two equations graphically. Now see, from 1, x will be, if you want to that means find the value of x, then it will be minus 42 plus 7y, and from equation 2 it will be x equal to 6 plus 3y. Now you have to make two tables, yes, one for this one and one for this one, yes or no? Now let me make two tables. Let me make two tables. Yes. Now let me put the value here. Suppose, let me draw one line again. Give one line, and here give one line, yes or no? Was x and y, and here x and y. What is the value y here? Now see, when you put x equal to, suppose, minus 7, suppose when you put x equal to minus 7 here, then what will the value of x? Sorry, when you put, sorry, y equal to minus 7, sorry, when you put y equal to minus 7, when you put y equal to minus 7, then what will be the value of x? Minus 7, not minus 7, if you put, yes, minus 7, then what is the value of x here? If you put y equal to minus 7, okay, then it will be one complicated. Okay, let me put y equal to 5. Let me put y equal to 5. Okay, let me put y equal to 5. Then what will be the value of x? Minus 42 plus 7 into 5. So it will be minus 42 plus 35. So it will be minus 7. Yes or no? And again, if you put, suppose y equal to 7, if you put y equal to 7, then what will the value of then x here? Then the value of x will be your minus 42 plus 49, 7 is 49, so it will be plus 7. In the same way, this is the x, this is y. If you put y equal to 0, then x will be 6. If you put y equal to 1, then x will be your 9. So no, if you put y equal to 1 here, then it will be 6 plus 3, then it will be 9. Now we have to plot this value in the graph. Okay, so let me plot the value in the graph. Now see, I am going to plot the number. Okay, so let me plot the number. Suppose first is your -7 and 5. So -7 will be here. -7 means your 6, it will be in between the 6 and in between 6 and 8, yes or no? Suppose let me plot here. Okay, and y is your 5, so 5 will be this one. Between 4 and 6, yes or no? It will be 5. Suppose let me plot here. Okay, then the next is your 7 and 7. That means x is your 7, so will be between 6 and 7, 6 and 8. So it will be here 7, and again y is also 7. So again it will be between 6 and 8. Then means suppose here it will be in between here. Yes or no? Suppose yes, it will be here. Yes. Now you have to join the line. Okay, you have to join the line. Then it will be one. If you join this, then it will be a straight line. Here I cannot take the actual measurement. When you draw with your scale and pencil, you can draw accurately. Okay, so it will be in between here. Suppose first let me draw one straight line. 1 minute. Okay, let me plot the value in the previous graph. That means the gap between that means two small square is 0 2, then 2 4, then your that means that in the previous one the gap is 0 to 2, then 2 to 4, then 4 to 6. Then it will be difficult for plotting the value in this. If you take the scale, you have to take the scale one small square equal to 1 unit. So I am doing it again, the graph. So now let me plot the value. So it will be -7, actually -7. So it will be here -7. So it will be -7 and -7, and next point will be your x will be -7 and y will be 5. So 5 point will be your this one. Yes or no? Now when you plot the value, it will be -7. The value of x is -7, and the value of your 5 is your value of y is your 5. So it will be 5 here. It will be here. Yes or no? Then that means that your first coordinate will be this one. Yes or no? Now see. Now see what is the second value. Second value is your 7 and 7. That means if you plot here 7, if you plot here 7, the next x is 7 and y will be also 7. Y will be also 7. So your point is this one. One point will be this one, and one point is this one. This is one point, and this is one point. The coordinate, yes or no? Now if you join the 2 point, you will get one straight line. Yes. If you join the 2 point, you will get one straight line. Yes or no? Okay. In the same way, if you plot this value x6 6, that means x will be 6, this one 6. Yes, and y is 0. That means this will be one coordinate. X is 6 and y is 0. The next point is x is 9. So x is 9 means this one. x is 9, this one, and 1 is, that means y is 1, so this one, so next one will be this one. Now if you join this 2 point, if you join this 2 point, let me join this 2 point, it will be one straight line again, it will be one straight line again. If you join this 2 point, it will be one straight line again, yes or no? Yes. Now see, it will be one straight line, and it will be one straight line. Now see, these two lines are not parallel to each other. Now see, if you extend this line, it will cut at some point, yes or no? If you extend this line, it will cut at some point, yes or no? That means these two lines will cut at some point. So that's now see, see the shape of the two lines. One line is like this, and one line is your like this, yes or no? That's why they will cut at some point when you extend it, because in the graph paper you can't draw, it will be usually big one, yes or no? In the graph paper you can't draw like so big. So when you extend it, will be like the it will cut at point. So that means it has only one solution, yes or no? So like that you can plot the graph. Okay. So like that you can plot the graph. So the answer will be this one. Okay. So the answer will be this one. So this will be the answer. That means when you are going to plot this graph, the graph will be this one. Okay. So thank you. We are going to end the class here, and in the next class, I am going to start the next topic. Okay. So thank you.